mine.
I saved you, didn't I?
Listen.
Loves his present. Peter! He'll give me asthma! What's the matter with you? Get that cat out of here! Cat? What cat? It doesn't have to be a cat. His clothes are enough. Don't worry, we're getting rid of him. Out he goes. Finally, you listen to me. I'm not doing it for you, Dessel. I'm just sick of those damn fleas. Out he goes.
You can't do that, Mr. Van Daniels. Peter's cat. Peter loves that cat.
You know, if he goes, I go. So go! Go!
Fine. You're not going. The cat's not going. Put the towel away. Sit down, Mr. Dussel. It's Hanukkah. Time for celebration. Girls, sing the song.
Let's go, Papa! We need to leave! Let's just go!
No? Where would we go?
Into the streets!
No one's leaving. We can't panic. If we panic, we're lost. We've survived here 6 months together. We're going on. Margot, Ken, song
January 1st, 1944. Another new year has begun and we're in the middle of the great terror known as winter. We've been here 1 year, 5 months, and 25 days. We're all thinner, paler, and a lot hungrier. We've been plagued by medical problems. Someone's always suffering from something. And although we can't call a doctor, our favorite dentist is never too far away.
Ah!
I'm almost done, Mrs. Van Dam. If you can just hold on a little longer.
How can I? You're killing me.
If you could stop complaining, perhaps I could finish a little sooner.
All right. I'll try.
Mrs. Van Dam, please, you've got my spoon stuck in your tooth.
You're not my fault. Pull it out. There. Look, I got it.
I've been lucky. I've been healthy. In fact, I've been growing. So much that I can't fit into my shoes anymore. Not to mention anything else. And there's another thing. Something happening inside me. Each time I get my period, and it's only been 3 times, I get the feeling that despite the pain, I have a sweet secret. And I long to feel that secret again. Yesterday, I was reading a magazine article that said that girls are very insecure about themselves. And that girls my age are just starting to learn that they're their own people. They're with their own thoughts, feelings, actions, and habits. Sometimes I lie awake at night. I get the terrible urge to touch my breasts, listen to the quiet, steady beating of my heart. Every time I see a female nude, such as the Venus in my art history book, I go into ecstasy. Sometimes I find them so exquisite I have to struggle to hold back my tears. And there's another thing. Peter. He looks at me with those eyes. I get this feeling.
How's me?
Happy New Year, me.
Happy New Year. Oh, me. You smell like the wind.
That's me. Would you mind taking this letter for Charlotte for the new year?
Of course.
Meep, Chip.
Margot, feeling any better? A little. Well, maybe this will make you feel better.
What do you like this cake?
Cake, I'll get the plates.
Is it your special spice cake? Spice cake. Exactly, your
Oh,
favorite.
everyone's favorite.
Oh, spice cake.
Means you must use up all of your rations for the week.
How sweet. And look, she wrote peace in 1944.
One last year of peace in 1943.
Well, it has to come sometime, doesn't it?
Let's pray it does.
Here's the next bet, Charlotte. Now, how many of us are there?
Oh, none for me, thank you. But you must.
So that leaves 7.
8. 8, the same number it always is.
Well, I took for granted Margot wouldn't have any.
Why not?
I don't think a piece of cake would harm her.
I just don't want her to start coughing again. 8's, all right, 8.
And please, Mrs. Frank should cut the cake. Mrs. Frank divides things better.
What do you say? Don't I always give everyone exactly the same?
Yes, everyone always gets exactly the same, except Mr. Van Dam always gets a little bit more.
Now just wait a minute.
Please. You see how a little spice cake goes to our heads?
Here, Mrs. Frank, you cut.
It looks delicious, Pete.
But smell, you're sure you won't stay and have a piece?
Oh, no, I have to leave in a minute.
Meep, Chip. Jan is lucky to have a woman who can bake like this.
Jan, tell us about Jan. Oh, well, Jan's taking you to a party tonight. A party? Remember every detail so you can tell us all about it tomorrow.
Everybody you dance with?
Oh, Jan. Only with Jan. Oh, I seem to have forgotten something. For someone.
Me? What is it? I can't stand the suspense. Oh, me? Oh, they're beautiful. Where did you find them?
You can't get a slipper on the black market these days.
Look, they match. Incredible.
All grown up and ready for Hollywood.
Oh! Enjoy the man. Oh, and don't worry, I'll give you all a full report tomorrow.
Meep, there's something I'd like you to do for me.
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
What is it?
He wants to sell her for a coat.
Don't do this to me. This is my coat. I've had this coat for 17 years. My father gave me this coat. Don't you dare. Let go.
You have to let it go.
Let go of it, please.
You can't hold on to a fur coat when people are in such desperate need of warm clothing. Besides, we've been running out of money for months. We're broke. I have to sell it.
Mrs. Frank?
Oh, me. I remember when a new year was something to look forward to. There's no hope to be had. I know that. I knew the night Hitler came to power when that voice came screaming out of the radio. And now in London, what is the Dutch Queen doing? What are they all doing? Nothing. Not even mentioning the word Jew. The trains are still leaving. Why don't they bomb the tracks? Can't talk about this with the others meet.
I understand, Mrs. Frank.
I know they're counting days and making plans when the war is over, but sometimes I feel like this war will never end. Sometimes I want to give myself up.
Forgive me, Mrs. Frank, but you must try and take things a little easier. They need you. The children, they need you.
I'm ashamed to feel this way. I know you and Mr. Crawler have it just as hard.
No, Mrs. Frank, we don't.
Thank you, Meade, for listening to me.
Careful.
Non, non, ce n'est pas ce que tu penses.
Pense, Mr. Dussault, pense. As in conseil, to think. C'est que vous ne faites pas beaucoup.
What?
C'est que vous ne faites pas.
You're going too fast.
Oui, je sais.
Just say, I know that one.
Bon, continuons la page suivante, s'il vous plaît.
Just don't understand. I would never, never have done anything like that.
That coat was 17 years old, for God's sake. Those kids have definitely seen their
That's
day.
not the point, and you know it.
I know that we needed the money. We have no money. Can't you get that through your head?
Don't talk to her like that.
You never understood anything.
Oh, God, here we go again.
That coat was the last thing. A whole world gone.
Well, you still got us, haven't
You
you?
took the last memory of my father away.
Do we have to hear about your father again? If you hadn't been so attached to your father, that coat, that apartment with all our goddamn possessions, we'd be in America by now.
It's not her fault.
Oh, please, it was you two, you know. You didn't want...
I only say it because of you. Believe me, I knew which way the winds were blowing.
Oh, sure. You always know everything.
Mother, please stop.
Your mother will never listen.
If I could just say one thing.
No, you cannot. You say too much already, and it's none of your business anyway.
You shouldn't have said that, Mother.
What?
You hurt her feelings.
Oh, well, I apologize, all right? I apologize. To everyone.
You left this.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for what happened there. I wish I could have said something. They just make me feel so... I can't stand it when they... You know, sometimes I wish I didn't belong to them at all. I just hope I never turn out like them.
You won't. I know it.
But like him. What if I'm like him?
You're not. Believe me.
All I can say is, if it wasn't for you, I mean, you're always such a big help to me.
Yeah? How?
Well, when you're cheerful, it keeps me from feeling depressed.
Not always so cheerful, you know. Inside,
Really?
it's hard. You want to cry or something? There's nowhere to go.
It's different for me, I guess. It's my parents. When there's a fight or something, I can just duck into my room.
You're lucky you have one of your own.
At least you can talk to your parents.
Not really. I can't talk to Mother about anything serious. I can talk to Father about everything. too.
Really?
I can tell from little things he says. It's funny, isn't it?
What?
Well, we've been here for over a year and a half, and this is the first time we've really talked.
I know what you mean.
You know something, Peter?
What?
I've never really had a friend. Someone I could confide in.
Me neither. Smile for me.
Why?
You have dimples when you smile.
Dimples. The only mark of beauty I possess.
That's not true. You're pretty.
Me?
Yes. You.
The sun is shining. The sky a deep blue. There's a magnificent breeze. I'm longing, so longing, for everything. I wander from room to room, breathe in the fresh air from the crack in the window frame. Feel my heart beating as if to say, can you fulfill this longing at last? I long for every boy. To Peter, I want to say something. Don't just stand there. Touch me so I can get that delicious feeling inside. I feel spring within me. I feel spring awakening. I feel it in my entire body and soul.
What is it tonight?
Don't ask.
I have to. I have to be prepared.
My God, I can't eat this again. Pickles, kale, and rotten potatoes every night for weeks now.
Something wrong, Mr. Dussel? You try cooking for a change, and instead of insulting my wife.
I think you prepared the kale very well, Mrs. McNash.
Mr. Frank, who is the soul of politeness?
Every night, another miracle.
Careful, Mr. Dussel. We don't want to clog the pipes like last week.
Pretty please.
Margot, you're not eating. Please try. I'm not hungry.
If you want, Peter will eat.
Come, Margot, take a bite.
I can't. I just can't.
She eats like a bird. Every day, a smaller bird. Margot, I'm doing the best I can.
I'm sorry, Mrs.
Anne's
Bennett.
eating. Peter's eating.
How do you do it, Anne? I just close my eyes, pretend it's delicious, and before I know it, it's gone.
Very wise, Anakin.
You know, I just eat because I'm hungry.
Margot, you're too thin. You've got to push us.
She's not the only one. We're all famished.
Will this war ever be over?
This war will be over a lot sooner if the goddamn British would start the invasion.
Please, not
The
tonight.
British are fighting for their lives.
They'll do something when the time is right.
When we're dead and buried, you mean? It's amazing how strong those Germans are.
Oh, those Germans are so strong they're going to win the war. Is that what you're saying?
They might. They very well might if the British don't get moving.
They're moving, for crying out loud. 3,000 tons of bombs dropped in Hamburg last Sunday. Isn't that enough for you?
No.
How many bombs do you need?
Enough, we don't have to worry about going to Poland.
Mr. Dussel!
Yes,
You think I like spending my life in that?
Mr. Crowder!
I'm sorry to come this hour, but something's happened.
What?
I must ask you all to be more careful, more quiet.
What's happened?
A man in the storeroom. A few days ago, he asked me, "What do you hear from Mr. Frank?" I said I heard a rumor you were in Switzerland. He said he'd heard that too, but thought I might know something more. And then today, signing some invoices, I looked up and saw him staring at the bookcase.
God.
He said he remembered a door there. Then he said he wanted more money. 10 more guilders a month.
Blackmail.
10 guilders. Very modest blackmail.
It's just the beginning. I said I had to think about it. Should I pay him the money? Take a chance on fire?
For God's sake, pay him the
I'll
money.
offer him half. We'll see if it's blackmail or not.
Listen, maybe he knows nothing, but it's getting more dangerous out there every day. No one can be trusted. You must be quiet. Quiet! I'll offer him half.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mother, Please don't be upset. I can't bear it. Seeing you this way.
Please, Annika, go back to supper. I'll be all right in a moment.
I'd rather stay here. With you.
And now, from London, a message from the Dutch Minister of Education, Mr. Gerrit Bolkestein.
History cannot be written on the basis of official documents alone. If our descendants are to understand what we as a nation have endured during these years, we need simple, everyday pieces. A diary, letters from a forced laborer in Germany.
I can't believe it. Did he say a diary? I'll start revising tomorrow. You can never really know the joys of writing unless you write yourself. Maybe I can publish a novel, The Secret Annex, based on my diary. I'll shake off all my cares when I write. One day, I hope I can bring enjoyment to all people, even those I haven't met. I want to go on living even after my death.
Mr. Dussel is getting awfully impatient out there.
Let him. I'm always waiting on him.
Are you going up to the attic with Peter again? You've already spent so much time up there today.
I went up exactly twice. Once to practice French together, and once to cook potatoes for supper.
But you know Mrs. Van Dam. She's got comments for every little thing.
She can't help it. It's in her nature. I don't think it's Mrs. Van Dam that's upsetting you.
I'm not upset.
You aren't jealous? Peter and me? I'd be insanely jealous if it were you instead of me.
Yes, I imagine you would be, but I'm not.
Aren't you, Margot? Tell me the truth.
Well, who wouldn't want someone to visit every night? Have deep, meaningful conversations with, and who knows what else? Yes, I'm jealous, but not of you and Peter. I'd just like someone of my own. I'm happy you have someone.
You mean it?
I want you to have a fun time tonight. Every night. You've already missed out on so much here.
Margot, you're such a generous person. Besides, there's nothing to be jealous of. You don't do anything. It's never even kissed me.
The kiss will come.
I'm not sure I want it to.
Oh, you want it to. I know you. You can't help yourself. It's in your nature. Here, let me fix your hair. There. Now you're ready.
I presume I can finally get back into my room.
Our room.